Well, the good old dead headset. Come on, come on, come on. The good old dead headset again. I don't know why this shit happens all the time. There we go. We have headphones. Oh, there's enough to drive me insane. Well, I see Kathy's here and Lynxfer is here. So let's get started. Broadcasting live from beautiful 25-degree downtown Cleveland. It's station WDWL TV, home of not one, but two stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I'm your host, the grumpy old man. And our show is brought to you by Grumpy Vulture Productions. No bow, thank you. See you, bye. Got that out of the way. My new headphones should be here tomorrow. They are suffering a little bit of a UPS delivery delay. But the axle bolts have arrived with retainers, so waiting for the Loctite, which should be here tomorrow. Then the Passat will go up, get axle bolts, and I shouldn't have to worry about the goddamn fucking things falling out of the car anymore. It's 60. Oh, Jesus. I'll trade you. And Grumpy received a gift today. Oh, I can't wait to play it. A friend of mine sent me a 2 CD set of the very best of ragtime, which he knows I thoroughly enjoy, since my grandmother, my mother's mother, played ragtime honky-tonk piano in very reputable bars throughout the city of Cleveland from the age of 16 until she received her Parkinson's diagnosis, and then she had to give it up. And boy, I'll tell you, that woman could make a piano dance. She used to stand up when she played and hammer the shit out of the keys. There are, let's see, on one CD there are 25 songs, and on the second CD there are 28. I can't wait to open it and start playing it. So, buddy, thank you. I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this. I really am. The very best of ragtime. Oh boy, it's got Alexander's Ragtime Band. Oh, she could hammer that one. Oh, I can't wait to play these. Put them back there. I read the update on Lindsey Vonn, and she broke a bone in her leg, fractured. They surgically stabilized it, and she is doing well as can be expected when your whole career went down the drain in 6 seconds. But she did say that she is quite elated that her teammate won the gold, and in good spirits. So I have to check the schedule and see when figure skating starts. Because, they'll have the singles, short program, long program, then they'll have the couples, short program, long program. I can't wait. I love to watch figure skating. It's amazing what they can do. Absolutely amazing. And it was amazing that the figure skating team took gold. I didn't check. We're really behind in medals. Oh, man. I don't know if we got any more. We had 2 gold. That was it. Like I say, Norway, Japan. Who else? All I know is we're 6th in the standings, getting our asses kicked. And here we go, Kathy. Salute. Until further notice. No time span given. Until further notice. Then, good thing I called urgent care this morning, because the doctor forgot to put in the order for my blood work and urine work. Thank God I didn't drive up there, because I would have really been upset. Although it's only 5 minutes away. So, tomorrow afternoon, I think the appointment 1:30. And the doctor said, make sure you have a full bladder. Oh, wonderful. I'll be dancing around with my knees together. Can I have a bucket, please? Finland. Okay. Are we still 6th in standings? Did we get any more medals? Anything? We still at 2? God, usually, the United States is right up there. I don't know why we are getting our asses kicked. I can see all the endorsement companies going, well, we're going to save a lot of money. We only have 2 people to endorse. Because, as soon as they hit the United States, these companies jump on these Olympians with the gold medals. Here, we want you to sign to endorse Wheaties so we can put your picture on the box. I'll tell you what, I watched the replay of the Super Bowl commercials. I got a kick out of William Shatner as Will Shat endorsing Raisin Bran for fiber. I like when he appeared at that nightclub and a guy went, "Look, it's Will Shat." And Shatner goes, "Yes, every day." And then then he's standing on a car and a guy yells, "Look, Will Shat on a car." And he's in the house and he points to the dog and goes, "Is that a Shih Tzu?" They could never get away with that shit years ago. Never. I'm trying to think what other goddamn commercial I liked. Well, I got a kick out of the Pepsi commercial when Coca-Cola's polar bear, which Coca-Cola's had that polar bear for years, picked Pepsi over Coke. I thought that was kind of cute. I kind of like the jerk my prick in the park one for Xfinity. And what was the other one I got a kick out of? Some of them were just absolutely... Not to mention I didn't recognize the people. Although, what commercial was it? It surprised me to see Amelia Hartford in a Super Bowl commercial. Oh, what were a couple? I went through them, almost all of them. The Jurassic Park I liked, the Shatner one, even though I'm not a big Shatner fan. I just like Will Shat. Oh, gee, what? Oh, the Hellman's commercial. I enjoyed the Hellman's commercial with Meal Diamond. Not Neil, Meal Diamond. Doing the Sweet Caroline. I love the ham, touching ham. That was, I got a kick out of that one. There were only like 5 or 6 that I really kind of laughed at. Well, the Budweisers are always good ones. You know, that's a hands down. Because Budweiser, they spend a lot of money on their commercials. Not just to get them on the air, but, they go with the greatest production companies and the greatest film crews. They spend big bucks for their commercials. I knew I should have made a list because I can't think of all of them that I liked that would have got my check mark of approval. Oh, what was it Uber Eats or DoorDash? I I I, I kind of like when they were in front of the Football Hall of Fame, and he goes, "This is the Football Hall of Fame," and the guy goes, No, it's an orange juicer. Like I keep saying, Ron, you know, instead of dipping your toe in the water, you cannonballed into bowling. You should have slowly worked up to it. You did the old cannonball right in. And really, when you come down to it, you need to bowl a couple times a week. You need to go out and get a lane and tell the guy, hey, I'm going to throw 2 games. You you got to keep. You can't just bowl 1 day a week because now you're going to suffer. That would be like me, on the Olympic team for bobsledding. They would find me sliding down the chute by myself, falling out of the bobsled like, holy shit. And now, here we go. My pre-release copy of my book has arrived. The Art of Grumpiness, written by me, the grumpy old man, and I will be reading excerpts nightly from my book. This will be in bookstores probably in a couple of months. The Art of Grumpiness. And just some of the reviews. Grumpy Old Man's razor sharp wit redefines crankiness with uproarious insults that somehow leave you smiling. This book is a must-read for anyone who enjoys artful annoyance. Another review, hilariously abrasive guide from Cleveland's premier curmudgeon. If you ever wanted to master the subtle craft of offending friends politely, buckle up and read on. Forget the flowers and compliments. This book teaches you how to brilliantly offend, all while keeping your audience laughing and slightly terrified. A triumph in grumpy literature. And the last review, from LED car mode to verbal jabs, Grumpy Old Man serves up pure mischief with every page. Prepare to insult with style and giggle with guilt. There it is. All 241 pages. The Art of Grumpiness. My new book, which will be a must-read. This is the pre-release copy. It says it's already a #1 world seller. I didn't even think it was on the market yet. I haven't been scheduled for book signings yet. I can't wait. All the free travel, limousines, free food. Oh boy. I will be reading excerpts starting tomorrow. It finally arrived. It's only taken me forever to write because I hunt and peck. Kathy, do you have a guest listening? I know you had a guest listening last night. Otherwise, I will have to email you. Oh, no? Oh, okay. This is why I say your granddaughter would go bonkers. Because what you do, it's bookbyanyone.com. You answer several questions, and AI writes a book which would make your granddaughter the heroine of the story. She would go crazy because it would be a book about her. And I'll tell you what, skimming through this, it is absolutely amazing how AI wrote this and nailed me dead on. You would think I actually wrote this fucking thing. It is absolutely amazing. I ordered it like a week and a half ago. It's absolutely amazing how they could write this book and print it and get it out to me in a week and a half. Any information you want, shoot me an email. But all I did was answer like 10 questions. And I was skimming through this, laughing my ass off, because it's like I wrote this fucking thing. Wait until you hear some of the excerpts. This is the craziest thing on earth. It really is. I come across it by accident. It was in my junk. It was in my spam, actually. And I clicked on it, and I was like, oh, I got to do this. I got to do this. And reading through it, it nails me dead on. As if I sat down and wrote it from birth. It is so cool. I can't wait to have like Marianne read it. I'm gonna spring it on her and say, look, I wrote a book. Because she loves to read. She'll piss her pants laughing her ass off at this. Unbelievable. You know, I'm not a big fan of anything AI. This nails me to a T. Like I say, I will read excerpts starting tomorrow. And you would think I wrote every word of this book. And your granddaughter would go crazy. She actually would. Getting a book where she would be the heroine of the story. And it would be written all about her. That's why I kind of kept you in suspense until it got here. Like I say, I think it was like 10 questions. I mean, the book is like $30. To me, it is worth every fucking cent because it's as if I sat down and wrote that son of a bitch. I can't wait to start reading it tonight because I was just going, chapter by chapter going, holy shit. It was as if somebody was sitting here and I was dictating my life story. And then to get here in a week and a half, of course, anything AI, but I guarantee it'll be something she will cherish all of her life because it is. I'm going through. I just went chapter by chapter and read like the first two paragraphs, and I was like, "Holy shit! This is unbelievable." How they come up with it, and the questions are simple. It's not like you have to explain your whole life. Some of the questions were like vague, Nailed it dead on. Dead on. I am going to have so much fun with this because after Marianne gets done reading it, I'm going to pass it around my friends. And I'm going to literally tell them, well, sitting around bored, I decided to write a book. Unbelievable. That's why I had to keep stopping myself because I didn't want to give it away until the book was actually here. And you can put your granddaughter on the cover. I just thought it was cool having that grumpy old cat, I didn't want to put myself on the cover. It's unbelievable. And you can pick the genre. Because they asked, what do you want to write about? And I said, me being a crab ass. And then the question just started. The question just started flowing about being a crab ass. But you could put her in as a fairy princess or, a heroine of a mountain rescue or whatever. Whatever basically like her interests are, you could write that. If her interest is crocheting, they'd make her like the crocheting queen of the world. It is I almost pissed myself laughing so hard. And like I say, it was in my spam. And usually I don't pay attention to my spam. And it was I'm trying to think what the caption came up in my spam that caught my eye. Something about being the hero or heroine of your own story. And I was like, what the hell? And I clicked on it, and I started to go through the website and said, oh, I got to do this. But it's bookbyanyone.com. And I had to go for it. I just had to go for it. And it is, I got it. It got here like UPS was running late today. It got here like 5 o'clock, and I started to read it. And the more I read it, I was losing track of time. I looked at the clock and it was like, holy shit, it's 10 to 7. Put the book down, get things set up. It's to me, and you know, I'm cheap. Worth every penny. Worth every frickin' penny. Blah. Oh, I have to show you. I got I bought some night lights from Timu. They're like $2 a piece. Now that's green. They're bright. Yellow, red, blue. Little LEDs. Too bad they're so freaking bright. But you just tap them, and they turn on and off. They are the neatest things, and they're just like that candle one that I got. Here, let me plug a candle one in. I'm gonna order a couple more of these. I like these candles, but you know it's a little flame light. Me, I like the little goofy gimmicks. And the cool thing is, you know, I can plug them in to the. I've got USB ports in the Passat that I put in myself. I can put the green one in and turn it on, the yellow one, the red one, the blue one. But for $2 a piece, Grumpy needed toys. Yeah, you just tap them. You tap them on the top, on, off. I'll uh, I'll email you the place I bought them from, because you know anywhere there's a USB port, you can use them. You can use them in the car or in the truck. Uh, you could plug them into a USB charger and use it for a night light in the bathroom or in the hallway, or plug them into your laptop. They're cool. Like I say, I got the flame one, and I'm going to order maybe two more. And I have one of those old candelabras, that everybody used to put in their window at Christmas. Yeah, I'm going to put 3 of these in. Use them for a nightlight. $75 old, and I'm like a little kid when it comes to toys. Although it's amazing what they do with LEDs nowadays. Like my swag lamp in the kitchen. It's got a bulb in it about like this, and it's an LED, and it's dimmable, and People come in, they're like, holy shit, where'd you get that goddamn... The bulb is like the size of a bowling ball. And I'm like, homeless depot. Matter of fact, I've got one in my hanging lamp over here. Oh, one of these days I got to show you my pipe lamp. It's kind of cool because it's made out of pipe. And it's a real lamp. Looks crazy as hell, you know. Matter of fact, my buddy said, "What the hell's all that pipe on that board?" I said, "It's a lamp. Here, turn it on." Yeah, me and my gimmicky shit. What else have I got coming from Team? I got to stay away from that site. Every time I open that site, I'm like, oh, I want one of them. What else have I got coming? Oh, I got a wall sconce lamp that changes colors, and it's got a motion sensor on it. I'm going to put that right inside my bedroom door. And then when I walk in, it'll turn on red, green, blue, white, multicolored. Did I need it? No. Did I think it was cool? Yes. What else have I got coming? I can't remember. What? I got the bulbs. I got the wall sconce coming. Oh, I can't tell you about that item. You'll get a kick out of it when that gets here. I was scanning through shit, I was like, oh, look at that. It was like on sale for $7.85 or something, regularly $39.99. I was like, oh, I gotta order that. It's a prop for the show. It should be here, I think, the end of next week. A show prop. Waste of money, but I'm going to have a ball with it. Goddamn Timu knows me on a first name basis. And Coffe did deliver those lights. I'm getting a hum. Why am I getting a hum? Oh, it went away now. They did deliver those lights to the side door. I couldn't believe it. Especially after they told me their drivers don't read English. It said, deliver to side door, not front porch. They actually understood. I could see him standing there going, side door, no front porch. Where's side door? I'm surprised they didn't deliver it to Carlos's side door going, oh, house have side door, that house have side door, which side door? I'll try this house. Yeah, I had to run up to the store. I opened the door and went, Oh, there's a little package here. Then I picked it up and it said Gofo Express. I was like, holy shit! Although I have 2 more packages coming, so let's see what happens. I'm not going to get too excited about Gofo yet. Although I did get another email today. Actually, it was an email, not a text message. After every delivery, they want me to call the dispatch center. So tomorrow, I'm going to call the dispatch center and say, well, you're 1 for 3. Let's see what happens with the other 2. But it pays to bitch, I'll tell you that. You know, I was talking to Marianne, and she's like, why do you get so nasty all the time? I says, because you can't get anybody's attention until you get fucking nasty. You have to cuss and swear, and then all of a sudden their ears are like, whoa, we better listen here. I said, too many times they just want to blow you off. I said, I don't start conversations politely anymore. Like with Spectrum. The only way I got their attention was when I started to cuss and swear, and then all of a sudden they were like, oh, oh, oh. No, he hasn't got the fluid in yet. I asked him today. It's supposed to be, matter of fact, he was supposed to get it Friday, and their shipment didn't, although with the snow and the weather and everything all delayed, but no black cans of Zippo liquid lighter fluid. Although when it comes in, believe me, he'll be yelling, I got it. I'm surprised he didn't ask me if I wanted more cookies. Although I am getting used to the mango. I'm not a big mango fan, but I am kind of getting used to it. But they are delicious. Oh, they are absolutely delicious. Nice, like bread. They look like little pieces of bread, not cookies. Even though the label says cookies. That's like they've got some, what the hell are they? Vanilla almond cookies from India. And they're crunchy as hell. And I can't eat them. I would like to try them. And when I was in there yesterday, because they were from church. And the one wife asked me if I've tried the vanilla almond cookies yet. And I said, no, they're too crunchy. I can't chew them. And she goes, you don't eat them like that. I said, well, how the hell do you eat them? Dip in water. I cannot envision me dipping a cookie in water. That's what he told me. Dip in water. I said, how about milk? Like Dunkin' Oreos, you know. No, 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 water. Blech. Yeah, that's what I said, Kathy. Take a cookie and dip it in water. And she was as straight faced as can be. I thought maybe she was pulling my ankle, you know. Well, dip in water. You know, eat dip in water first. They got some weird customs in India, I'll tell you that. Because they look like bread. Everything looks like bread. And they're hard, they're crunchy. But you don't eat them that way. You dip them in water. I might buy some and dip them in milk. I can't see dipping cookies in water. That was like the one day they had those curly macaronis. You know, they look like springs, and they were the tricolor, which I like. And I grabbed 2 bags and I set them on the counter. And he said, "You know how to cook these?" I said, "What? It ain't too hard. You boil water and oh no 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 no. You fry in oil." I said, "What? You fry in oil? Macaroni fried in oil?" I put them back. I said, "No, thank you." Then I went up to Mark's and bought 2 bags. Yeah, he told me if I boiled them, they'd be like worthless. I can't see. They're regular macaroni. You know, the ones that look like little springs. I like those. Fry them in oil. I'll put them back on the shelf, thank you. But that cane sugar, oh, I love that stuff. Matter of fact, I bought another bag today. Have to keep the stock. But it looks like kosher salt. Now, every now and then, I will buy the what do they call it? Unrefined cane sugar or something. It's dark brown, or not real dark brown, but it's brown. And it's true cane sugar. I guess it's unbleached or it's brown instead of white. I'll get that. And then there's another sugar, turbinado or something it's called. But it's getting a little pricey. And I'm cheap. But I get bored with, good old Domino's. I like something a little different. Like with my coffee pods. Every time I order, it's a different. Although that Hawaiian blend is really good. I'll have to read the label and see what coffee beans that it's made out of, but good stuff. There's another one I came across today. It's from a different coffee supplier. It's not Keurig Direct. I can't remember, but it's an ultra dark roast. Even though it's a little more expensive than normal, I might try it. But I'll tell you what, I love that Keurig coffee maker because each cup is piping hot. Because you know when you use it like a Mr. Coffee, after a while the coffee, well, the warmer shuts off, and then the coffee gets a little on the cold side. Then you got to take and put it in the microwave, you know. But with the K cup machine, man, each cup piping hot. Although I keep forgetting to order that pump off of Temu. Because I'm going to get the 5-gallon jug of water. That way, you don't have to keep descaling the Keurig machine. Because I had to order the descaling kit. But they tell you if you use bottled water, you don't need to mess with descaling the machine. And Temu's got that pump. It's like $5. Goes right on top of the jug. It's got a tube that goes down. Push the button. Pumps it out for you. And then bottled water isn't that expensive, so to save my machine, I think I'll have to order it tomorrow. I cringe. I'll order the pump and go, oh, look, that's on sale. Oh, this is on sale. But I can't wait till the prop gets here. You guys will laugh your ass off. That's all I'm going to say. Kathy's sitting there going, God damn it, he's starting that shit again. But look into that book, Kathy. Book by anyone, all one word. .com. And it's, like I say, you answer a bunch of stupid questions. And some of the shit, it's just... Well, let me find an excerpt here. Accidental viral sensation. Yeah, right. You know those moments when you think you're just airing your harmless little gripe to your cat or maybe an empty room, only to find out that the entire internet has been involuntarily recruited as your audience. This was me, an accidental viral sensation. The poster child for how not to go viral. Thanks to a grumpy rant about LED emergency lights. Oh, God. It's just page after page of grumpy insanity. There's actually a paragraph. Boots wisdom. What a fat cat taught me about charm. I found that picture. I found that picture on the internet, and I said, "Oh, I got to use that. That's a great cover photo." But I'll pick out a paragraph or two and read them nightly. It's hilarious. I was almost late. Thank God I read my spam that day. I usually, I just kind of delete. And that caught my eye. I was like, oh, let me click on that. Make sure there's no virus attached to it. No, there wasn't. And actually, you get I can't remember whether it's 10 or 15% off your first book. They give you a code. Absolutely hilarious. Like I say, reading through it, you would think I actually wrote it. And it's all AI generated. It's amazing. In a week and a half. I ordered it a week and a half ago. 240 pages. How? Artificial intelligence is scary, people. But it was like 10 questions. And a couple of them, I really went off the board answering them. I would type, I'll put this stupid shit in. And then there's amazing writing. Absolutely amazing. I might order more. I'll have a whole library of books written by the grumpy old man. My kid will come down one day and go, Jesus Christ, Dad's an author? I didn't think he could write a paragraph without having a spell check. Oh, that shit doesn't get any better. Blech. Yeah, I said to the doctor, how much longer I gotta drink this shit? Until I tell you to stop. So tomorrow I go up and get stuck. They'll hand me the quart jar. Fill this up. And then, depending on the test results, we'll see how much longer I gotta drink that shit. because he told me, well, we might have to do it weekly. Oh boy. Because I asked, well, this is the the new doctor that they just hired. Really? Wow. Although, I've read articles where kids have gotten thrown out of Harvard and Yale and MIT for answering with AI and Chat GTP or PDDG or whatever the hell it is. So yeah, I could understand that. It's sad when your parents are paying a godzillion dollars to send you to Harvard, and you cheat. That was like when my buddies, they were identical twins, and one of them got an appointment to Annapolis, and the other one got an appointment to, what is it, West Point? I mean, their parents just harped on the goddamn congressman. So each one went to West Point, one went to Annapolis. And they both got thrown out for cheating. I'll tell you what, their parents wanted to crawl under the lawn. They were so embarrassed at their kids. Well, okay. But I mean, you can't use it like if you're writing a dissertation, you can't use Chat GTP GXT for the whole thing. But I'll tell you one thing. Reading that book, artificial intelligence is scary. By answering 10 stupid questions, it's like I dictated from page 1 to page 240. Reading through that, like some of the paragraphs nail it's me. It's absolutely scary. I read through a couple. I went, Jesus Christ! Were they here when I was 12? It's unreal. But to generate a 240-page book in a week and a half, I mean, that's from paying for it to it getting here. Oh, yeah, Kathy. I mean, I didn't think about it until I started reading it. It is scary how just answering 10 stupid questions, it's mind boggling. It really is. It's but it's hilarious. And some of the quotes in there are like as if they were going through my YouTube channel. Oh, that's why I say, Kathy, your granddaughter will go crazy. She'll go absolutely crazy. And then she'll wonder, like, how the hell did you? What? Everybody at school will want to read that book because I guarantee she'll be like, look, a book about me. And I guarantee people will be asking you, where did you get that? And then you can tell them. And they'll be ordering it for their kids or grandkids. And I guarantee it's something she'll cherish, you know. Be something she'll sit down one day and read to the family. I got an idea. I wanna I wanna figure out how I can incorporate, you know, the story of how my grandparents bought a car and my trips to the West Side Market. I've been making some notes. I'm going to order another one. I have to figure out how the hell I can. And then I order 2 copies, and I'll send one to my little sister, which she keeps bugging me. Will you tell the fucking story already? I got a I got another goddamn text message from her the other day. When are you going to do the story? Maybe this weekend. Make a lot of notes, Kathy, because when the questions come up, you can write them in detail, you know. Some of mine were just short answers, and then a couple of them I used up all the, I think it was like 1,000 words. I used up like 998 letters or something. And basically, the more detail you can give, the better the book will turn out. But, oh, this one's crazy. This one's crazy. I can't wait to get in bed and start reading it. I'll be laughing and pissing myself at the same time, going, God damn it. Matter of fact, I'm going to take it to my pain management appointment, show it to my doctor, say, look, I wrote a book. He'll start reading and go, where can I buy a copy? Barnes & Noble? No. You have to, although you can order copies. I can get more of them made, pass them out. Not really, I'm cheap. I am just glad that I actually read through my spam mail that day. But usually there's a bunch of crap in there and I just automatically delete all. And I it was about halfway down. I had like 14 frickin' spam emails. My oh, this looks interesting. Clicked on it, praying I wasn't going to get a virus. Then when I started reading through, I was like, oh, I'm going to order one. And this morning, I ordered the mining dump truck. Should be here in about a week. Then I'll have to go up to, oh, I hate the thought of going to Michael's. I have to go to Michael's and order a paint, buy a paint kit. And of course, several tubes of glue. Oh boy. Grumpy will be happy. I'll be on here, eyes like saucers. I've been assembling my model kit today. And I reserved the bulldozer. Although it'll take me forever to. I don't know why somebody would have taken that. I was halfway through it. And out of all the model kits that I have out in the living room, that one is missing. Because I went out and looked again today. The Harley Davidson Chips motorcycle is out there. The 3 Chrysler turbine car kits are out there. The postal vehicle that I've got half built. And you can tell when I started because it was the old United States Post Office red, white, and blue paint scheme with the old Ford C700 cab over. I should finish that one first. Because it's all painted. It's about halfway assembled. Because those are good to kill time in this kind of frickin' weather. Keep me occupied, keep me off the internet. Even though I didn't want to spend the money, I was like, I had it half built. And the neat thing is, the dump bed actually dumps, But I'm going to have to go to Michael's, which I hate going out to Ridge Park Square. Because they're the only hobby place around here. Because I already checked, they do carry the paint kits. There's a lot of neat stores out at Ridge Park Square. But the place is a bitch to get in and out of. Because I-480 exits right there. And no matter what time of day you go, it's so full of traffic. Damn Pat Catan's selling out. Because Pat Catan's used to be like 6 minutes from here. I love Pat Catan's. Oh, I was in there weekly just to wander around and look. They had so much neat shit in there. Matter of fact, I found the other day, I forgot I even had it. I got grill cloths for my speakers. I was going to put new grill cloth on them. I opened the bag and went, what the hell's this shit? Oh, that's what that is. And you know, the sad thing is, after the son sold the business, he got like buyer's remorse. Especially when he realized that Michaels was only going to hire like a third of the employees. And he felt really bad putting them people out of work. And he tried to kill the deal, but it was too late. Because they were right up on Berea Road. 6 minutes from here. Because they were in the old Tasty Catering building. That's going back to 68, 69, 70, Tasty Catering. Better known as the Roach Coaches. I worked there part-time. That was my first part-time job in high school. Tasty Catering. I worked in the cooler at 33 degrees, packing school lunch orders. Because some of the schools didn't have cafeterias. Everything was vending machines. Because I'll never forget, it was a couple of weeks before they closed. You know, they were shutting down, and I went in there, and a couple of the employees were kind of grouchy. And I asked them, I said, what's your problem? Well, we're all losing our jobs. I said, well, let me tell you something. I lost my job here before this was Pat Catan's. I worked here in this building. And when Tasty Catering folded up, I lost my job. So don't grumble at me. I lost my job before you lost yours. Didn't change their attitude much, but because the manager come over and wanted to know what's going on, you know. And I said, you know, yeah, I can understand they're all sad about losing their job. I said, I lost my job here, right here, where we're standing. Then I said, Tasty Catering, and she looked at me like, what? I said, yeah. Because I used to stop in there on Sunday afternoons because they made cream puffs. And I'd snatch me a dozen. I'd go over to the bakery. Can I have some cream puffs? Don't let nobody see it. Here's a box. Thank you. And then I'd stop in there on Wednesday nights because they were making corned beef sandwiches. Can I have a couple of corned beef sandwiches? Yeah, here. Don't let nobody see you. I said, everybody's taking home sandwiches. What do you mean, don't let nobody see me? And then I'd stop in there on Saturday afternoon and get Polish sausages. They had some good food. Matter of fact, to this day, I haven't had a Polish sausage as good as the ones I got from Tasty Catering. Me and the head of the bakery got to be real good friends. Because they used to make them little pies. Like the sugar crust pies. I asked him, can I have a mixed dozen? He'd say, yeah. Can you go to the cooler and get me about 8 orange juices? The guy loved orange juice. I said, yeah, get my pies ready. I'll be right back. Duck the orange juice under my jacket. Here you go. Here's your pies. Thank you. No wonder the place went bankrupt. The employees robbing them blind. But they made the cream puffs. They were to die for. Oh my God. Every Sunday night. Stop in there about 8 o'clock. All the girls in the bakery would be like, what are you doing here? You're not working tonight. I said, what are you making? Cream puffs. That's why I'm here. All right, we'll fill you some with extra cream. Thank you. What do I owe you in return? Well, can you go to the cooler and get me a couple of cold bottles of pop? Yeah. What do you want? Coke? Pepsi? It was a big trade-off. He tried to, Kathy. But of course, the owner of Michael's, they come out with their spreadsheets, Well, all these stores are to the max here. We can put one here and maybe 2 over here. And the more he thought about it, he was like, oh, God, did I screw up? Because Pat Catan's was making money. That was why Michaels bought him out, because they were making money. He really didn't have any need to sell it. Dad left him the business. Then after a while, he was like, yeah, I'm tired of this. Then after he sold it, he realized he screwed himself. Tried to kill the deal. And it was too late. But they were six minutes from here. If I hit both the green lights, 4.5. But I was there almost weekly. Sometimes I just wander around the store. But when they were closing, boy, did I make out like a bandit. I have about every single artist brush made. Every size, from a little bitty that has like 2 hairs on it, like this one I use for cleaning all my computer stuff. I love this brush. I got a whole box of paintbrushes. They were like 5 cents, 15 cents, 20 cents. The neatest thing that I bought was these. They're like .03 Lee pens. Green, super, ultra fine tip, like Sharpies. I bought a shitload of them. I think I paid a nickel a piece. If you go on eBay, these things sell for like $6.95 each. Matter of fact, I did find a site that sells them cheaper. I love them because they're super fine tip and they're green. Grumpy likes green. Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, they did get a good clientele, except for me, because I hate going to that goddamn store at Ridge Park Square. And I can't remember where the other Michaels is, but neither one of them are close. And if I end up going to Ridge Park Square, I have to stop at B.A. Sweeties and get candy. Another reason I don't go down there. Get to the cash register. What do you mean $70? Holy shit. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta go to Mally's Candy Factory. Are you here already? Pain in the ass. His stomach clock alarm went off. Boots has got his stomach clock alarm set for 8:30. Comes in here 8:30 every night. All right, go leave. See ya. Last night he was right outside the door. I go in and get his delectables and I wave the packet. And he beat feet for the kitchen. Sitting by the food dish. I'm ready. Feed me. Then I feed him. I make my dinner. Then he beats feet into the bedroom. Because he knows before bed, every night, he gets a few cat treats. And he'll drive me crazy. He walks back and forth on the bed, back and forth, back and forth. Come on, give me my cat treats. All right, here's your treats. Then he's happy. Eats his treats, lays down. Spoiled brat. Although I wouldn't trade him for all the money on earth. The most unique cat I have ever owned in my life. And we had cats, God, I can remember 5 years old we got our first cat. And I've always had cats all my life. But never one as unique as this one is. And the unfortunate thing is you never get the same thing. You never get another cat like the one you had before, or dog. Now, my parents, my mother had what the hell was that goddamn thing? French poodle. Oh, I hated that dog. It didn't like me either, so we were kind of even. Because I used to have to take it for its haircuts. Take Gigi for her haircut. She has an appointment tomorrow. I'm busy. No, you're not. I had to sit there with it. Give the dog a bath. Cut its hair. Blow dry it. Comb it. Most spoiled dog I ever saw. Can I have money for a haircut? No. Well, you just spent $65 on that fucking dog. You got money. No, I don't. Well, then go without a haircut for another couple of weeks. Mom, my hair's down past my ass. Too bad. No, my hair never got that long. Oh, my father, he used to take me to the barber for military haircuts. I didn't know I had hair until I was 21. It's like, wow, I got hair. Oh, that French poodle was the rottenest dog. I never did a damn thing to it, and boy, it hated me. Every time I'd walk past it, was so playful with my mother. I'd walk in a room and I'm like, hey, asshole, I'm the one that takes you for your fucking haircuts. Quit showing your teeth. Then my mother said, you did something to that dog. I never did a damn thing to it. Dog hated me from day one. I was never so happy to see a dog pass. Then my mother talked about getting another one. I was like, oh, you got to be insane. Get another one of them? I ain't taking it for its haircut if you get another one. Then my father come home with a mutt. Thing was running loose in a parking lot. Ran up to him, tail wagging. He opened the door, jumped in the car. I'm like, where'd you get that? Well, it was in a parking lot. Jumped in the car. Does it have shots? I don't know. Jumped in the car. You sure it don't belong to somebody? I don't know. It was running around the parking lot. I brought it home. It was a mutt, too. But I was out of the house by then. It was a Heinz 57 mix. I think it had everything in it. Looked a little bit like Benji. Yeah, it was a good dog for them. I didn't live there anymore. I didn't care what the hell they had. Because my sister told me, we got another dog. I'm getting a hum. I said, where'd you get it? Yeah, it was running around the bar parking lot. I said, it was running around the bar parking lot. Yeah, Dad opened the car door, dog jumped in, he brought it home. That's how they got the dog. Somebody's probably putting up posters. Lost dog, lost dog. My father opened the car door, the dog jumped in. Come on, I'll take you home. God, they had that dog for years. Trying to think what the hell they named it. What the hell was the name of that dog? All I know is my father called the dog. Hey, dog, come here. Can't remember the name of that dog. My sister named it. I'll have to ask her what the hell the name of that dog was. My father just called it dog. Hey, dog. Come on, you want to go for a ride? He'd take it up to the bar with him. The VFW. He'd walk in the bar. Hey, no dogs allowed in here. My father said then, my dog can't sit here. I'm not coming back. And the barmaid was like, that's okay. Is he going to sit? Yep. Dog would sit next to the bar stool, lay down, go to sleep. My father, after about 47 shots and 37 beers, come on, dog, let's go home. How the hell he ever drove home, I'll never know. And he never got caught for DUI either. I'm still trying to figure out how the hell he ever got the car in the driveway without tearing the sides off of it. Sit up there, drink all day. So goddamn drunk he could hardly stand. Get in the car, drive home. Never got caught. Never. I don't know how he ever managed it. Because the barmaid lived right across the street from him. He'd take her to work, and she worked from, the hell, 7 to 4 or something. 8 to 4. He'd sit there all day. then drive home. Of course, she was half cranked too, so it didn't make any difference. Wally, you're in oncoming traffic. Oh, okay. You're on the sidewalk, Wally. Oh, okay. How he ever got that big ass Cadillac in the driveway without ripping the sheet metal off it, I'll never know. Because between the house and the fence from the neighbors by the edge of the driveway, it was real narrow going up between that house. I'm surprised the car had door handles on it. Never put a scratch in it. His Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham. The inside of the car interior looked like a bordello. God, I don't know what GM was thinking back in the day with those car interiors. Holy shit. Never forget the day he come home with that. I opened the door and looked in. I went, this car's a rolling whorehouse. Well, you ain't gonna ride in it then. Fine, I don't want to be seen sitting in them seats. I will, to this day, those interior designers, I don't know what they were thinking. Car looked like a French whorehouse inside. Open the door. Jesus. And, you know, all of the top-end GM cars had interiors like that. The Buick Roadmaster, the Buick Park Avenue, the Oldsmobile 98, the Chevy Impalas. All of them look like French whorehouses. The interior was hideous in that car. It's all right. He loved it. Oh, God. Then when he traded in and bought the other one, it was an emerald green sedan DeVille with a leather interior. The outside was dark emerald green, and the inside was kind of a medium green leather. Now, that car didn't look too bad. That was the car that the salesman insulted him. Oh, I remember that one, yeah. Because my father looked like he rolled out of a dumpster when he'd go up to the Cadillac dealer. He pulls in, walks in the showroom. Oh, man. Is Mark here? Mark who? Mark DeLorean. You know, guy that owns this place. Well, I think he's busy, sir. Can I help you? Yeah. I'm going to buy a new car. And the salesman went, I think you're in the wrong dealership, sir. I'm surprised my father didn't deck him right there. Of course, he had his torn sweatshirt on, his painter's pants, his old beat-up canvas shoes. Hadn't shaved. Told the salesman, tell Mark Wally's here. The salesman kind of slunk back and went, Mr. DeLorean? Yeah. There's some bum out here in the showroom. Said to tell you Wally's here. Mark jumps up from his desk, walks out the show. Wally, come on back, buddy. Salesman's jaw dropped to the floor. I don't think he was there too much longer. He says, I think my father told him, hey, that asshole out there's insulted the fuck out of me. Yeah, Mark walks out in the show. Wally, come on back, come on back. He's wearing this, $700 three-piece suit. And here's my father. Looks like he fell out of a dumpster behind a Goodwill store. He never would dress up to buy a car. Never. It's the way he went, bought a car. Finished cutting the lawn, painting the house. I think I'll go buy a new Cadillac. That salesman told him, I think you're in the wrong dealership, sir. You might want that buy here, pay here lot down the street. Mark comes out of his office. You'd think my father was a long-lost brother. Wally, come on back. What are you interested in? I kind of like that emerald green one out there. Come on, let's put a plate on it. We'll go for a ride. Take it for a test ride. I'll take it. I'll wait while you prep it. Oh, no problem, Wally. We'll pull it right in the back. About 45 minutes later, here's your car. Salesman still jaws on the ground. Although, I'll tell you what, I am surprised because I'll tell you, it didn't take much to piss my father off. Then to be insulted like that, I'm surprised he didn't lay that salesman out on the showroom floor. That salesman would have still been seeing stars today because that man could punch, especially being a Golden Gloves boxer. Believe me, I can attest to some of them punches. Oh, it was disgusting the way he would dress to go buy a car. And a Cadillac on top of it. Like I say, looked like he fell out of a goddamn Goodwill dumpster. Come on back, Wally. I could see every salesman in the showroom like, holy shit, who the hell is he? Then driving out in his new car. Right up to the VFW. Got to christen the car. Well, I'll christen the car here. Every 3 years. Brand new Cadillac. Every 3 years. As a matter of fact, when he got discharged from the Army, he made up his mind he was never going to drive anything but a Cadillac after driving them deuce and a halves and all that shit. I got pictures somewhere. I'm like 5 years old standing next to his new Cadillac. He got discharged, was it 1946? I think it was 46. He no sooner got home and went right up and bought a 46 Cadillac. Coupe de Ville. I got pictures of that one, too. And up until the day he passed, because the last, which surprised the shit out of me, because when they came out with front wheel drive, with the Tornados and the Rivieras and the Eldorados, he said, I'll never own one of them front wheel drive cars. I don't trust those cars. Then the last car he bought was a brand new Cadillac Eldorado, front wheel drive. I remember saying to him, thought you didn't trust them front wheel drive cars. Who's paying for this car? You or me? Well, you. I bought what I liked. Okay. From day one, when they came out with front wheel drive, he said, oh, you can't trust those cars. Them transmissions, they'll fall apart. Goddamn front wheel drive cars were being built for years overseas. Oh, them transmissions, they'll fall apart. Them cars, they're worthless. Comes home with an Eldorado. Said, you know that's front wheel drive? Are you paying for it? No. Then don't worry about it. Okay. Three weeks later, he died from a massive heart attack. Owned that car 3 weeks. I'm sure he enjoyed it them 3 weeks. Always parked. No, matter of fact, he had a parking space right in front of the VFW, the first parking space. Of course, you know, he took the barmaid up and she opened the place every morning. The word was, you don't park in Wally's parking space and you don't sit in his bar stool. Because he always had a bar stool with his back against the wall so he could see everybody come in. That was one thing he always said from his bar fights before he got in the Army. You never sit with your back to anybody. And from what I heard, he had some pretty good bar fights. Although I experienced some of it, so he used to practice on me at home. Come here. Ow! When'd you do that? I didn't like the way you looked. I was looking straight ahead. You should have been looking sideways. Ow! 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 Again? I'm leaving now. I'm going to get 2 ice packs. Happy childhood. Well, I think it's about that time, people. I'm going to eat my dinner and read my book. Even though I wrote it. Yeah. Yeah, I wrote it all right. Well, I answered 10 questions. I made them happy. Made me happy. I'm going to have to go get some Depends before I read that book. Oh, come on. Where the hell's the music? There it is. All right, everybody. It's been a fun show.
We meet again
We know where, right here, WDWL TV, home of not one, but 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Remember, it will be on sale soon. The Art of Grumpiness. And with that, everybody have a wonderful rest of your evening. And we will meet again tomorrow night. And there will be the obligatory 2 see-us per OBS. See ya. And see ya number 2. Take care, peoples.